guys, good morning. Thank you for having me, Lark Ellen. My name is Lindsay Bushman. I'm a virtual instructor now, but I'm a Pilates instructor here in Los Angeles, but you know, everything's indoors nowadays. So if you've been missing your Pilates workouts, I have one for you today. It's going to be an all abs, and as requested, it's all body weights. You can do this without any equipment. You don't even really need a mat. So we're gonna get right into it. So meet me down on all fours. We're gonna start kneeling, knees underneath hips, and we're gonna go into a fingertip tabletop. So your hands are tented like we're camping. As you exhale, you're gonna round your spine, pull your belly in, push out of the floor with your fingertips and the tops of your feet. And then inhale, you're going to reverse that C curve. So bring your chest forward through your arms and reach your hips up and back behind you. Exhale, push out of the ground. Tighten your abs, lift them up like someone's poking you in the stomach and you're sucking it in. And then inhale, lengthen your belly, lift your chest, lift your hips, but still keep those abdominal muscles engaged. So exhale to round. Open up through the back. And inhale to arch, open up through that chest. Let's take two more. Exhale, round. Breathe in and arch. Last one, creating that C curve, lifting the belly, and creating the C curve in the other direction, stretching the belly. And then release. We'll come down to forearms. So elbows are coming right underneath your shoulders. If you need to modify, you'll keep your knees closer in like so. Otherwise, we're walking those knees back, so we're in more of an extended kneeling plank. My back is nice and flat like a board. Abs are in and up. I'm going to add a variation here. If that's too much, you'll just hold this plank. The key with this is not letting your lower body sway around. So let's keep those feet, knees, and hips still. I'm going to reach my left arm forward and then plant it back down. And then I'll extend my right arm forward and plant it back down. And what we want to feel is that whatever arm we're lifting up, we're not leaning to the other side. So still keeping your hips and your chest facing the ground. These are best done very slow. So if you're moving really fast and you feel like there's a lot of instability in your body, slow it down. And that will prove to you how much more challenging it is to do a lot of the core work slower. We'll find that breath. So inhale, reach the arm overhead. And then exhale, plant that elbow back down underneath the shoulder. Inhale, reach. Exhale, return. You can also think of trying to balance something on your low back. Maybe your favorite bag of granola is sitting right there on your low back, and you don't want it to fall off. That's the goal. Now we're keeping the core lifted, our rib cage closed. Let's do 3 more right here. Getting that body warmed up. And 2. And 1. Okay, so either stay on your knees or we'll tuck those toes and come up into a forearm plank. So modification, knees down, abs in and up, and make sure your hips are not like this. It's not a down dog position. It's one long line from the heels to the top of the head. And now I want you to think of pulling your hands, your forearms to you, and your toes to your elbows. So think of your elbows pulling down to your toes, and your toes pulling up to your elbows. And if you find that, that's going to quickly give you that core contraction. So try to hold on to that. And if it ever goes into your low back, just drop down to those knees, take a child's pose, reset. And squeeze your forearms energetically towards each other, activating that chest area. Nice and strong. If you can't tell, we're taking a static hold. So no movement, just trying to hold on to this forearm plank position. I would say we're already feeling warm for class today. Good. Low belly lifts, fill it up into that low back. Careful of not over accentuating that lumbar spine curve. Another thing I see a lot in planks is the head falling. So that's really not going to help with good posture. So you want to pull your face away from the ground. Make sure the back of your head lines up with the rest of the body. Okay, hang on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you got it, 2, 1, all the way down. Long legs behind you, hips on the mat, elbows still underneath the shoulders. Open that chest up. We'll take a nice Sphinx stretch. Drawing your back muscles together, spreading your chest apart. And if this is already a lot of extension for you, you'll stay right here. Otherwise, we're gonna come to our belly. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Draw the elbows in close to your sides. Keeping your hips on the floor. You'll inhale, lift your arms and your chest up. Keep a little bend in the elbow and pull those elbows close to your sides. And then gaze slightly up. Stretch open that core and bring it down. Okay, so if you need to modify this, you'll be on your knees. We're on our forms again. You could be on your knees and turn them to the left. Otherwise, we're coming up onto our toes. We're turning those toes to the left. So right into the obliques, we're gonna drop the right hip down and then pull it up into a little piking position. So this would be our flat spine. We're coming up higher than that. You're gonna squeeze the right side of the body. So dip, lift, squeeze. Dip, lift, squeeze. And so your chest is still facing the floor, but your hips, knees, and toes are facing that left wall. Good, now I want you to put your mind in your stomach muscles. That might sound a little weird, but you want to think of squeezing that side every time you lift, rather than just kind of moving through the motions without thinking about anything. You get a lot more out of it. Good, continue to draw that belly in and up, tap down, lift up. Good, actively pushing out of those hands the whole time so my chest and my head does not fall towards the floor. Good, 10 more seconds. Lift and squeeze. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hips up. Okay, we're gonna rotate through those legs, turn those toes and knees to the right, either on your knees or on your feet. Then we're tapping the left hip down, lifting up and squeezing that left side. Inhale down, pike it up and squeeze. You're making a little bit more like a pyramid shape when you lift your hips. That's gonna help get us that contraction in the left side. Remember, you can always come down to those shins. And then when you lift your hips up, I want you to pause. So when I say squeeze, I really mean pause and engage, right? Then something like that. That's just gonna create a lot of momentum. That could be a little bit more like cardio-y, but it's not gonna be as effective for engaging the obliques that we're looking for. All this talking, I'm just trying to distract you from how long we're holding this plank. Okay, 10 seconds, we've got 10. Inhale down, exhale up. Good, final 5, stay strong. 4, 3, long count. You know Pilates instructors count really slow. 2, and 1. Good, bring it down. Child's pose, hips back, arms forward. And roll it up. Okay, you made it through the warm-up. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, come down to your back. Rest your head. So for almost everything I'll show you in this series, you can keep your head down if it's too much. The first thing we're going to work is a chest curl. If that's too much for you lifting your head up, you'll just go little toe taps. Good, I want you to press the small of your back into the floor, so no space between you and the floor. Arms reach forward, unless you need to put them behind the head. And exhale, curl up. Chin off the chest going over your rib cage. Look at your core and pull it down into the floor. Inhale, lower all the way down, tap the head. Exhale, curl up, pause at the top, pull the belly down, make sure it doesn't puff out. And exhale, lower back to the mat. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good, so starting super slow and controlled. Now that bag of granola is sitting on our shins. So one thing we want to create here is stability in the hips. So when you curl up, your legs won't be swinging around, but they're in that statue-like position. And let's just warm it up for 4 more for 4. Then we're going to go into our series of 5, for 3, that I'm super excited about, 2. Last one, curl up, pause, hold, squeeze. Give me little pulses. So when you pulse, it's not from your head saying yes, it's from your upper back, your chest, lowering and lifting. So make sure the only reason your head is moving technically is because your chest is going up and down. We're here, 6, 5, 4, squeeze those abs in, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Okay, series of 5. So remember, you can keep your head down if you need to. We're going to bring the legs out to 45 degrees. Option to keep them up to the sky if that is too much for you. Arms long by the waist and hovering. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Bring your right knee into your chest. We're going to circle that right knee around to the right, then around to the left, back to center. Send the right leg long, rest the head. Same exact side. So right knee pulls in, curl up. Circle your leg around in the hip socket. Reverse the circle of that leg. Send the leg out to 45 degrees. Rest your head. Same leg. Exhale, curl up. Fold the right knee in. Circle it right without the hips moving. Circle it left. Extend the leg long and rest. Exhale, curl up, right knee in. Circle right. Circle left. Shoot it long, connect the inner thighs, rest your head. 2 more. Curl up, right knee in. Circle right. Circle left. Send the leg long, rest your head. Last one to the right. Curl up, push your ribs into the floor. Circle your leg each direction, keeping the leg in the same shape. Then sending the leg long and out. So now we're going left. Left leg folds in, curl up. Circle the left knee left, around center. Right, around center. Send it long to 45, rest your head. Good, curling up, shoulders anchored. Circle each direction with that left leg, keeping that chest tall, and then sending that left leg long and out. So if having your legs at the 45-degree angle is too much on your low back, you would have your legs more so up here. So when you curl up, your legs are extending to the sky as you lower back down. More advanced, keep those legs at your lowest point, that you can maintain your abs into the ground and your low back not arching. Curl up, left knee in, circle, reverse the circle, shoot it long, rest the head. Last one here, left knee in, curl up, circle left, circle right, send it long, rest the head, fold the knees in, give it a hug. Okay, series of 5. Check 1 off. We're up to number 2. Legs in tabletop. Option, keep the head down, of course. Arms by your waist at a hover, palms down. Curl the chest up. Look at your belly, stamp it into the floor. With your legs staying in the same shape, we're going to circle the legs right, down, left, center, reverse. Left, down, right, center. Rest your head, send your legs out to your lowest angle, which could be here, or it could be up to the sky. Bend the knees to tabletop, curl up, circle them to the right. Keeping them as one, circle them to the left. Rest your head, reach your legs long and low to your lowest point. Breathe out, curl up, circle right, circle left, center, reach long, rest the head. Curl up, flatten the abs down, circle the legs, reverse the circle, rest your head, extend low, keep the inner thighs touching. Last 2, curl up, circle 1, circle reverse, head down, reach long, final 1, curl it up, circle the legs right, circle the legs left, extend long, rest the head, bend the knees in, give them a squeeze. Okay, 2 down, here we go, scissors. Right leg straight up, left leg out to 45 degrees. Option to keep the legs bent, of course, and that lower leg higher, of course. Okay, curling the head, neck, and shoulders up towards that right leg. Pointed toes, shoulders down. We're going to draw 2 circles with the right leg. Circle the leg right, circle the leg left. Lower your right leg down, lower your head down, same leg. Pull the right leg up, circle right, circle left. Lower your right leg down, lower your head. Exhale, curl up, circle, reverse, lower down, head and leg. 3 more, making sure that low back does not leave the mat. You can remember to keep your head down if you need that. This is our single leg circle as well, so it is pelvic stability. So when the leg goes wide to the side, make sure your body is not falling over to the right. Last one here. Okay, lower that right leg down as we curl up, the left leg's lifting this time. Circle left and around, right and around. Lower the leg, lower the head. Exhale, lift into it. Circle, reverse, lower everything. Breathe into it as you're moving. Think about where you're working from, your center. If it goes into the neck, place your hands behind your head, of course. Okay, last 3, then we get a little reset. Circle left, circle right, lower the leg, lower the head. Curl up, left leg up, circle, reverse, lower. Last one, give me a big chest lift. Lift that low belly, lower the legs, lower the head, fold the knees in. Awesome work. Squeeze those knees into your chest. Rock it out. 3 down, guys. Good work. 3 out of 5. Double straight leg stretch. So legs are straight up to the ceiling, gluing them together. Hands are gonna hover by your sides. Anchor those shoulders. Pull your abs in. And then let's curl up into it. Keeping your legs as one unit. Press them into each other. We circle right. We circle left. Then lower the legs down, lower your head down to your lowest point. Exhale, curling up into it, lifting the legs. Circle right, circle left, lower the legs, lower the head. So we've got a little corkscrew action going on. This does challenge your hip stability as well. So as you're moving through this, you want to think that your hips are not swinging around, so it's a small motion without your butt lifting. Okay, last 2. Inhale, separate. Exhale, curl up. Circle right. Circle left. Center, lower everything down. Last one here. Breathe out, curl up. Circle right. How you guys feeling? Circle left. Lower everything down, rest your head, and then bend the knees in. Give it a squeeze. Nice work. Here we go. 5 of 5. This is called crisscross, which is also known as bicycle. So we're going to keep the legs in a still position now and circle the chest. So we'll start with right leg tabletop, left leg out to 45 degrees, hands behind the head. Curl up, twist to the right. Now on this low diagonal, we're going to draw circles with our chest to the right. And we try to lift up higher as you come through the center. And exhale. The chin is off the chest. Continue to relax your neck and work from your center. Last one, reverse. We go left, center, right, lower back. 6, 5. Make sure that left hip isn't leaving the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs to tabletop. Extend the right leg long this time. Left leg stays in table. Curl up, twist to the right. Here we go. You're going to circle 7 times each way. When you lift up through center, I literally want you to feel that more of your back leaves the ground. If you need to modify, that straight leg can come high. If you need to modify to advance, it can come a little lower. Last 2. 1, we reverse to finish this. 7, 6, circle the chest, and keep those hips still. 4, 3, we got it. 2, 1. Okay, hug it in, abs are on fire. Rock it right and left, and then roll yourself up. How you guys feeling? We got through that. That was amazing. So now we're going to come into a plank. And remember, you can always modify by heading down to your knees. So we're going onto our hands now. Hands underneath the shoulders. Feet will be stacked together. And then I'm going to turn my feet to the left. Otherwise, you can be on your knees, no problem. Now I'm going to dip my hips down, leading with the right hip. Pike it up like we did earlier. Then open my chest to the left. Reach my left arm up, side plank. Back to a plank, chest faces the floor. Dip the right hip. Lift the right hip. Open the chest and reach the left arm up. Okay, remember you can also do this on the knees. Now I'm going to show the advanced option. Dip, lift, side plank, left leg floats. Left leg comes down. Turn to the floor. Dip, squeeze up through that oblique. Open up into that side plank. Option to lift that top leg. Okay, couple more just like this. So this whole series is working our bottom oblique. Our bottom shoulder, we want to be careful about dumping into it. So this left shoulder that's supporting us, make sure it's not getting all jacked up onto your neck. Pull it off of your neck. Okay, we're going to go through one more after this one. Plank, dip, lift, side plank. Okay, plant your right foot in front of you. Left leg is long. Now we've got a side plank flow. So we're going to dip the left hip down. Lift up. Take your right foot, plant on the inside of your left leg. Dip, lift. If that's too much, the whole time, just keep the right foot on the floor. Otherwise, we are alternating. Good, big high lift. Exhale, push the ground away from you and squeeze the bottom waist. Okay, 3 more of each. 3. Woo! Getting a little arm workout too, huh? 2. Oh, almost lost that. That's okay. Good. 1 more of each. Dip, squeeze, lift, dip, lift, and take it down. Okay, come to kneeling. Let's give that left arm a little stretch. Bring it across your chest. Drop your left shoulder down. Shake your neck out. Okay, no surprise. We're doing that on the other side. So my back will be to you, but you'll kind of get a different angle of this move. So hands underneath the shoulders. If you're on your knees, the knees are stacked and you're turning your knees to the right. You would dip your hips, lift the left hip, and then reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Plank. If you're on your toes, feet are stacked, chest to the floor in the plank. We dip the left hip, lift it up, and then open up into our side plank. Good, and we want to make sure this shoulder blade is not dropping. So we're really pushing out of the ground. Okay, plank, left hip dips, pull it up, squeeze, open the chest and reach that top arm to the ceiling. And then my advanced friends, we're gonna float that top leg. The top leg floats, comes down, back to a plank. Dip, lift up like someone's poking you right here in the side. Side plank, down, plank, you got it. Inhale down, exhale, belly in and up, squeeze your side. Inhale, open, and then exhale, return to plank. Nice, so remember just as many reps as you can do with good form. If the form starts to go, you just take a break. Let's go for 2 more for 2. Last one, we're coming to our side plank variation right here. So open up into that side plank. You're going to take your top leg and plant it in front of you. Dip your hips, lift your hips, squeeze up. Place the top foot on the inside of the bottom leg. We dip and lift. Modification is to keep your foot on the floor the whole time. If you're doing the variation, you're alternating with me. You can totally do this on your forearm if you have sensitive wrists or a wrist injury or a finger injury. I'm already having one of those right now. Inhale down, exhale up. Good, let's do 2 more. Squeeze up. Nice job, last one. Final thing, lift and take it down. Oh my goodness, shake that wrist out. Bring that right arm across the chest, hug it in. Ah, teasers are on deck. And relax. So, come to take a seat. Easy modification for this. Hands on the floor behind you. Legs tabletop. I want you to be careful of really rounding your back. So if you lift your arms and you're here, it'd actually be better for you to bring your fingers down and hold the support. You can rely on them a little, you know, try to kind of hover the hands almost, but have them there to keep your posture tall. If you're more advanced, arms reach forward. So we're gonna go out, out, in. So right leg out, left leg out, right leg table, left leg table. Same side, out, out, in. So now the bag of granola is on the top of our head. So when we move our legs, we want to try to keep that torso still. No bobbing of that head. Chest tall, out, out, in. Little tuck through the low back, but that chest is open and that neck is long. Okay, we're gonna switch, leading with the left. Left, right, out, out, in. Tummy tight, out, in. You guys are doing so good with this all abs workout. How's everybody feeling? Out, in. Okay, one more right here. We're gonna keep the legs out on the next one, and now start to flutter kick everything. Slowly roll down the spine, continue to flutter kick, keep your head up. Exhale, tuck your chin, roll up to teaser, continue to flutter kick. So we're gonna inhale, take it down. Really slowly, yeah, don't fall into it if you can resist kind of gravity. Wants to just send you down. If this is going to your hip flexors, bend your knees for me. Take the load off of those hip flexors a little bit. Otherwise, straight legs, pointed toes. Flutter down, and flutter back up. Okay, next one, we're gonna hold it low. Low back to the ground, belly button tight, little kicks. Look at your core, press that into the floor. 10, 9, that slow Pilates instructor count. 7, 6, so strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. Okay, we're on to our grand finale. So, it's a plank variation. I'll give modifications. Your first modification will be kneeling, hands underneath the shoulders. Then the second would be plank. The third is going to be wide knee to elbow. So your left knee is going to tap your left tricep, bring it back. Right knee, tap, right tricep, bring it back. Advanced. You will extend the leg. Left knee to tricep, extend left. Bend, step it back. Right knee to tricep, extend. Bend, step it back. So we're going to continue to alternate. We've got it. Push the ground away from you. Pull those abs in. You just spent 30 minutes working into that core. We're not going to give up here. We're going to finish really strong. Whatever's strong for you today. Maybe it's holding a kneeling plank. Maybe it's taking a child's pose. You listen to your body. I'm going to show this from the front. We've got 30 seconds to finish. Knee to elbow, kick it out, step it back. Good work, guys. Keep it going. Last 20. Lift that core, still ending on obliques. 15. Final 10. Can we do 2 more each side? Okay, 1 more each side. Wherever you're at, final 1. And bend those knees. Oh my gosh, give yourself a pat on the back. Amazing work. Let's stretch. Anyone else a little winded? I feel like I just ran. So come lay on your stomach. Let's stretch out the core for sure. So bend the knees in. This is called rocking. Your modification would be pulling just one foot in, resting your head to hand quad stretch. Otherwise, you're going to grab the outside of your feet, open your chest up, and press your hip bones into the mat. You can stay here. Either lift the chest, kick your feet back like you're pushing your heels away from your butt, and then more advanced, you start to lift up into the extension. So going up is actually the last thing you'll do. First, you want to lengthen chest, forward, feet back, and then we go up. And breathe into it, and release, breathe out of it. Okay, press back to kneeling. Let's hit a hip flexor stretch. So you're gonna step your right foot forward and wide. Walk your left knee back until your hips are dropping. Interlace your hands, place them on the top of that right thigh and push down. So your chest is stacking above the hips. The hips are dropping down. I'm not trying to stay up in the lunge. I'm trying to release those hips down. Little pressure, hands into the thigh. Good, step back, and let's alternate. Left foot forward. Walk the right knee back. Hips are going down, interlace your hands, press your palms into your thigh, lift your heart up. Good, and then press back to kneeling. Let's do a forward bend to finish this all off. So just depending on how loose or tight your hamstrings are, if you're tight, you're gonna take your legs wider apart. If you're more flexible, feet closer. Bend the knees, fold down, let the top of your head hang to the floor. Just want you to shake your head out. Keep the knees bent here. Let's let the low back round a little bit. So this is a counter stretch for a lot of the work we've been doing. Now straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, and then switch. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. And one more each way, right leg straight, and left leg straight. Good, and then bend both knees, draw your belly in, and restack the spine, rolling on up. Roll the shoulders up and down. Put a smile on your face. You just kicked some serious abs, ABS. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm certainly sweaty. Thank you, Lark Ellen, again for having me. My name is Lindsay Bushman. You can find me on Instagram at Lindsay Rosebush. You'll see it in the comments. Let me know what your favorite move was. I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you guys next month for another Pilates class. Bye.